The Walk.
When Moses is ministering, he's acting as the mouthpiece between the Israelites and God. And then when Jesus is ministering, he's God ministering. So he's able to speak into that soul because he sees. And I think about the woman at the well when he sits to her and he's like, you've been married to 7 different men and the man you're living with now is not your husband. She's like, he just saw her and he speaks to her with such love, and then he says I'm the everlasting drink, drink of my water, and you'll have everlasting life. And the reason she runs away and she's like, I just met him, he told me all my sins, and is because he loved her. He ministered to her with love and the knowledge of a father with a child, and he reminds everybody of their identity. I think as you guys are talking, this makes so much sense. When Jesus is ministering, he comes to remind us who we are. Because a lot of us, we forget who we are when we fall into sin, and we put ourselves back into slavery, into bondage. But Jesus came to free us from bondage. We're not meant to live in death. We're meant to live in life. And also too, when we're doing the parallel again, they didn't trust God in the desert. And Jesus shows us what it's like to have perfect trust in the Father. And our God, his promises are worthy. He's trustworthy. And that is what's always attacked. That was the key, I don't know what you want to call it, lie that the devil told to Adam and Eve. He got us to fall. He got Eve to fall based on trust. He's not trustworthy. And she listened to that. And that'll be a whole other topic for another episode. But that's the key that we also struggle with, because it was the key of sin. I feel like it was disobedience and not trusting in the Father of who he is. So I feel like every time Jesus is ministering, he's restoring, he's resurrecting our identity as children, and that God is trustworthy, because that was the key attack that the devil did. He hates that we are his children and that we were made in his image and likeness. The devil wasn't. He's an angel.